Well, good evening. My name is Matt Colwell, and I'm one of the principals here at the high school. I'd like to welcome all guests and honored inductees to the Minnesota Honor Society induction ceremony this evening. Tonight is rewarding as we get to recognize and celebrate some impressive people who are also impressive students. We are grateful you're here to celebrate with us tonight. Parents and guardians, I want to take a minute just to thank you for your role in training and raising your child to have and embody the principles and characteristics of our school district and of those included in the Minnesota Honor Society. These scholars and leaders consistently meet, and more often than not, they exceed our expectations both inside and outside the classroom. In a building with nearly 1,400 students, they are a huge asset on a daily basis to our school community. We appreciate their leadership and integrity, and again, thank you parents for supporting them, bringing them here tonight, and raising them. As we prepare for tonight, just a reminder to please silence your cell phone. And at this time, I'd like to turn your attention to the aisles and the sides of the auditorium. The inductees from the senior class will be entering down this right side, and the inductees from the junior class will be entering down this left side.
Welcome to the 2025-2026 Minnesota Honor Society induction ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our MNHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of this prestigious student recognition program. At this time, I ask that you all stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our chapter is proud to be inducting these new members with tonight's ceremony, indicating the continuation and of emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records that established our eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations. We serve our school and community through many activities, hosting a blood drive at our school and assisting with local charitable activities. We are proud of this record and accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of continuing our work as MNHS members.
It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Monticello chapter of the Minnesota Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. The mother candle is the lamp by which we read the past, the torch that guides us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. From this candle, we light 4 other candles that serve as the 4 pillars of the Minnesota Honor Society. Senior and junior members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship presented by Ella Vogley.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continuously expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Presenting leadership is Riley Hausman.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The student who exercises leadership is resourceful in proposing new problems, applying principles, and making suggestions. Demonstrates leadership in promoting school activities, exercises influence in promoting school ideals, contributes ideas that improve the civic life of school, is able to delegate responsibility, exemplifies positive attitudes, inspires positive behavior in others, demonstrates academic initiatives, successfully holds school offices or positions of responsibility, conducts business efficiently and effectively, and is reliable and dependable, demonstrates leadership in the classroom, at work, and in school activities, and is thoroughly dependable in any responsibility accepted.
Presenting service is Haley Hinkey.
The character trait I am speaking of is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. The student who serves is willing to uphold scholarship and maintain a loyal school attitude. Participates in outside activities such as scouting, 4-H, church groups, volunteer services for the aged, poor, or disadvantaged, volunteers with dependable and well-organized assistance, is gladly available and is willing to sacrifice to offer assistance, works well with others and is willing to take on difficult or inconspicuous responsibilities, cheerfully and enthusiastically renders any requested service to the school, is willing to represent the class in or out of inter-class and interscholastic competition, does work without complaining, and lastly, shows courtesy by assisting visitors, teachers, and students.
And presenting character is Tiziana Hill.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily within. The student of character takes criticisms willingly and accepts recommendations graciously. Constantly exemplifies desirable qualities of personality, such as cheerfulness, friendliness, poise, and stability. Upholds principles of morality and ethics. Cooperates by complying with school regulations concerning property, programs, office, classroom, and halls. Demonstrates the highest standards of honesty and reliability. Shows courtesy, concern, and respect for others. Observes instructions and rules, punctuality, and faithfulness both inside and outside of the classroom. Has powers of concentration and sustained attention as shown by perseverance and application to studies. Manifests truthfulness in acknowledging obedience to rules, avoiding cheating in written work, and showing unwillingness to profit by the mistakes of others. Actively helps to rid the school of bad influences or environment. By demonstrating such qualities of respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Thank you to all of our criteria presenters. You may now return to your seats. Please welcome to the stage Senior Leanna Tapper, who will introduce this evening's speaker.
Mr. Jason Telecki is a passionate educator and a leader driven by a commitment to public service and student success. His career path has been anything but linear, and his diverse background, which blends military service, academic achievement, and practical leadership, provides a unique perspective in his everyday work. His journey begins with 6 years of dedicated service in the Marine Corps and Marine Corps Reserves. This period was formative, instilling a strong sense of discipline, teamwork, and leadership that has guided every subsequent step. It taught him that value of integrity and commitment, skills that are just as critical in the educational setting as they are in the service. Following his time in the military, he channeled that discipline into a pursuit of higher education. He earned his undergraduate degree in social studies teaching with an emphasis in history from St. Cloud State University. Later, driven by a desire to refine his pedagogical skills and deepen his impact, he attained a master's degree in education from St. Mary's University. His academic pursuit did not stop there. He also received a specialized certification from the University of Minnesota to teach college in the school's American history, allowing him to provide high-level academic opportunities to students. Throughout his career, Mr. Telecki has been recognized for his dedication both in the classroom and on the field, which he considers a testament to the students and the teams he has had the privilege to work with. A highlight from receiving the prestigious Smart/Mayor VFW National Citizenship Education Teacher Award, an honor that truly speaks to his commitment to fostering informed and engaged citizens. His leadership roles extend beyond the classroom walls. As a teacher, he has had the privilege of guiding teams to success, earning titles like multiple conference and district Coach of the Year awards. A fun, unexpected honor was being named a Minnesota Viking Coach of the Week, a moment that underscored the hard work and dedication to the entire coaching staff and team. These experiences, from the reserves to the classroom to the field, has shaped Mr. Telecki's holistic approach to education and mentorship. He firmly believes in nurturing the whole individual, preparing him not just for a test, but for life. Please welcome Mr. Telecki.
Thank you. Yeah, that Minnesota Vikings award doesn't seem so good as it did yesterday, huh? I apologize if I move around a lot. I'm not really a stationary speaker, so I'll do my best to stay behind the podium here and stay on track. Ms. Sawicki told me that I had 60 to 90 minutes to give this speech, so I tried to cut it down. I think I got it down to about 45. In all honesty, it's a true privilege to stand here tonight before you as we celebrate one of the most meaningful traditions in education, right? The introduction of new members into the National Honor Society. This evening is more than just recognition. It's about reflection and action on the standards that we hold, the choices that we make, and the kind of people we aspire to become. As you just heard, the National Honor Society has been built upon 4 pillars: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Each of those pillars represents a personal commitment to live with integrity, to lead with purpose, and to serve with heart. Those same principles of discipline, responsibility, and service also define another institution whose standards are recognized around the world. Today is a very special day for that institution, because on November 10th, 1775, at Tunn's Tavern in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the United States Marine Corps was born. Today is the 250th birthday of the Marine Corps, and Marines all across the country celebrate that day. At first, the Marines and the National Honor Society might seem worlds apart. One defends freedom, and the other fosters learning. But beneath the uniforms and the honor cords, both share deeper purpose: to build people of character who serve something greater than themselves. Let's take a look at some of those traits, starting with honor. It's the first core value of the Marine Corps, and one that connects deeply with the NHS pillar of character. For a Marine, honor is more than a concept. It's a way of life. It means doing what's right, even when it's hard, even when no one else will. It's the standard of integrity that holds a team, a unit, and even a nation together. For NHS members, character carries the same quiet strength. It's choosing honesty when temptation says otherwise. It's treating others with respect, not because that's what's expected, but because that's what's right. Character and honor are not about perfection. Let's be honest. Being perfect is unattainable. Nobody is perfect. But the chase for perfection leads us down the road of excellence. Consistency in living our values in both public and private moments are what bring those rewards forward. Honor also means admitting mistakes, taking responsibility, and growing through them. These traits will make you someone that others can trust. Nobody trusts anybody who knows it all, and you shouldn't. okay? It's important to admit your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and tell others you've made mistakes. It's all part of growing. It's all part of honor and responsibility. Courage and leadership. The second Marine Corps value is courage. It connects powerfully with the NHS pillar of leadership. Now, when we hear the word courage, we often picture acts of bravery, facing danger, standing tall in crisis. But courage takes many forms. To be honest with you, courage sometimes takes standing up here and speaking in front of everybody. It's not an easy thing to do. But having done things before and done it with commitment and purpose allows you to see that you can push through things like this. Sometimes courage is standing up for what's right when everyone else is silent. Sometimes it's admitting you don't have all the answers and asking for help. Sometimes courage is simply choosing to begin, even when success isn't guaranteed. I would argue sometimes that's the hardest step to take. Take that first step, even when you don't know what the outcome is going to be. That's the heart of leadership. Leadership is not about holding a title or giving orders. It's about taking responsibility. It's about serving others and setting the example. In the Marine Corps, we have a saying, courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. Everybody's afraid. Likewise, true leaders don't wait to feel fearless. They act with conviction because they know progress depends on those willing to take that first step. And just as one Marine's courage can inspire an entire unit, your leadership, each and every one of you, through your words, your actions, and your compassion, as Mr. Colwell said before, can inspire this entire school and the community beyond our walls. It can happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen students in your position step up, and they were instrumental in the building of that memorial and the fundraising of that memorial that sits outside of the stadium entrance. You can do that. The final Marine Corps value is commitment. And in the National Honor Society, that spirit is expressed through service and scholarship. Commitment means showing up, not once, not occasionally, but every day. It's the steady resolve to give your best effort, even when no one is watching. In the Marine Corps, commitment is the promise to never quit, to remain faithful to the mission. An expression that has been expressed in Latin over years in the Marine Corps is semper fidelis, which translated means always faithful. Remain faithful to your teammates and to your commitment to excellence. In NHS, the same commitment lives through service. Service means giving your time and energy for the good of others, not for applause, not for impact, but you do it because it's the right thing to do. I would argue there is no greater feeling than helping somebody else and not expecting anything in return. It doesn't take money, it takes time. Dedicate that time to finding people to help. It will pay dividends in your heart. It really will. Sometimes you can help out around school by tutoring a struggling student. You can serve as a volunteer at a shelter. You can collect food for families in need. You can use your talents to bring hope, joy, and comfort others. Every act of service, no matter how small, shapes the kind of person you are becoming. And it teaches you empathy, humility, and gratitude. And then there is scholarship, not just grades or test scores, but a mindset. That's the challenge for you. Have this mindset. Carry this mindset forward. Scholarship also means curiosity. It means seeking to understand, not just to memorize, not just typing something in ChatGPT or AI in it. But try to learn, dig into it. Open your horizons to what might be out there. Everything you learn provides you an opportunity to become a better leader, because the more you learn, the more you have to give. And good leaders give, they do not take. Commitment to learning, like commitment to service, is how you can continue to honor the opportunities that you have been given. So tonight, as we welcome our new inductees, we celebrate more than achievement. We celebrate a shared set of values that, when lived fully, can truly transform a life and a community. Honor and character remind us of who we are. Courage and leadership call us to act. Commitment through service and scholarship keep us striving to become better every day. These aren't just values of the Marines or the NHS, they're universal standards of excellence. The same values that build strong schools, strong communities, and a strong nation. As you light your candles and take the NHS pledge tonight, remember you're stepping into something greater than a club or recognition. It's a responsibility. You're stepping into a tradition that calls you to live with integrity, humility, and purpose. There'll be moments when it's difficult to live up to those standards, when the easy path looks tempting, nobody's watching, taking the easy route. Honestly, everything you all do is so impressive, and it's a lot of work. The temptation will be there to take that shortcut. Maybe no one will ever know if you did, but you will. You'll know. Don't take the shortcuts. That's when honor, courage, and commitment will matter the most. People rarely need leaders when things are going good. It's something I used to tell captains of the football team all the time. When things are going good, everybody's happy, and there really isn't a whole lot of purpose for a leader, maybe keep everybody riding that high, so to speak. But it's when they get bad, when things aren't going right, when there's trouble. That's when it's the hardest to be a leader, and that's when a leader is needed the most. That's your moment to step up. That's your moment to rise to the challenge. That's your moment to become that person that's more than just what's written down on a piece of paper. So to our new inductees, you're going to get a NHS pin and a certificate. I would ask you to wear that as proudly as I wear my Marine Corps tie clasp. It is the only piece of the Marine Corps uniform that is authorized for wear in civilian attire. It is my reminder, not a reward, but a reminder to continue to live out my core values. It's a reminder that integrity matters, courage counts, service builds character, and that commitment, quiet, steady, and genuine, is what changes the world. Congratulations on this achievement. Your road has just started. Lead with honor, act with courage, serve with commitment. The world truly needs people like you. Sapius exertus and semper fidelis, often tested, always faithful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Telecki. I would now like to invite Senior Mia Morris to the stage to share about the upcoming Memorial Blood Drive that is sponsored by Minnesota Honor Society.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about something simple that can truly save lives: donating blood. Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs a blood transfusion. Whether that's a car accident victim, someone undergoing surgery, a single donation can make the difference between life and death for them. On December 3rd, we're hosting a blood drive, and signing up is super easy. Just scan the QR code on the back of your program or on any of the doors as you exit the building. It only takes 30 seconds to register, but your impact will last for longer. Most people don't realize that donating blood can help up to 3 people. That's 3 families, 3 stories, 3 chances at life, all because you decided to take 30 minutes out of your day. So please scan the QR code, grab a friend, and sign up today. Be the reason someone gets to see another tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia. Next, I would like to ask the students assisting with the introduction of members to please join me on stage. To begin our presentation, Alex will introduce all senior members of the Minnesota Honor Society. They'll all be signing our permanent record book. This record book has signatures from all Honor Society members of Monticello High School since 1965.
2-year members, Alexandra Andrist. Sophia Arell. Madeline Barrow. Izzy Bergeson. Cami Branson. Hannah Chaffins. Mackenzie Cotton. Julia Deshane. Alta Dane. Danielle Everswick. Natasha Forsty. Jordan Gertz. Nicholas Green. Alicia Grew. Lauren Hansen. Ella House. Riley Hausman. Haley Hankey. Tiziana Hill. Analia Jones. Brenton Jones. Sheila Correndo. Colson Ketchum. Avery Kolamainen. Ellie Koprak. Aubrey Krinky. Lily Langanke. Isabella May. Ruby Minder. Mia Morris. Cole Mueller. Elena Opatz. Isaac Rasky. Ava Roberts. Addison Ruda. Abby Ruda. Josie Sawatsky. Jordan Scribner. Emma Story. Linnea Tapper. Ella Vogley. Samantha Vole. Bennett White. First year members: Dawson Black, Santiago Castro, Courage Daranijo, Ethan Fisher, Callie Hess, Wyatt Johnson, Sawyer Kupf, Leslie Mendez, Raina Moss, Kyle Schaefer, Ryan Schaefer, Faith Cerna, Joanna Cerny, Henry Stabner, Izzy Swain, Isabella Thorson, Faith Vetch.
Introducing our junior members will be Junior Evan,
Island Beegler, Layla Bilbin, Riley Breyerman, Brecken Kalstrom, Micah Colwell, John Curtis, Cameron Dalkey, Carson Dybel, Tyler Dish, Gemma Dilla, Kyria Falk, Benjamin Fazen, Bryce Flatabo, Grace Gustafson, Ellie Hansen, Tristan Hurley, Evan Jacobson, Veronica Joseph, Caden Coral, Reese Krippner, Kylie Jo Lawrence, Avery Metcalf, Olivia Metzger, Ella Moran, Jack Munchow, Savannah Pickin, Desiree Prosper, Ian Rasmussen, Thea Roberts, Haley Robinson, Maya Rosovic, Whitney Sala, Dane Swatsky, Clara Schultz, Anza Tapiz, Lizzie Thosen, Callan Turner, Claudia Eliotto, Evan Zemer. We will now begin the candle lighting ceremony. The lighting of the candles symbolizes the importance of passing on the flame of knowledge to each generation. Seniors, please light your candles now.
It further symbolizes that the desire for knowledge, learning, and growth should be the light that guides us through life. Juniors, please light your candles now.
At this time, will all new inductees please raise your right hand for the Minnesota Honor Society pledge. Please repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the Minnesota Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will always maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character.
This concludes this evening's Minnesota Honor Society induction ceremony. Please join me once again in applauding all of our new Minnesota Honor Society members. Thank you. On behalf of all MHS members, I would like to thank you all for attending tonight's program. Please join us for fresh baked cookies being served on Main Street following a word from Zwicky and photos of the 2025 to 2026 members of the Minnesota Honor Society.
Okay, you can all relax. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out to this evening to honor some of the finest students at Monticello High School. One more round of applause. I want to take one more minute to remind you, all you members, that you're responsible for completing 15 hours of service during this school year. Please keep your eye on your email to learn about the many opportunities. I'm going to share a few of them right now, just so your family and friends are hearing them out there too, and they can encourage you to keep an eye on your email and let me know your interest. First, we have Toys for Tots. There are weekday evenings and weekend opportunities now through December 8th. I have a sign-up link, which will be in the email. Parents, feel free to join your student in the afternoon of helping out. The Memorial Blood Center Drive, hosted by the Minnesota Honor Society that you heard Mia talk about, is December 3rd. Please sign up to donate. Parents, grandparents, and family members, you are also encouraged to sign up. There are a limited number of opportunities to help me out in the cause as well, so if you're interested, please get in touch with her. We've once again been asked to help with the indoor Saturday farmers market on these dates. December, January, February, March, and April, we have one date each month. 2 volunteers per date is ideal, so that will be in the email as well. These events are a fun way, an easy way to earn some service hours and connect with our community. In addition, there's going to be a new volunteer opportunity this spring to help promote our book fundraiser. We're looking for students willing to record short video clips sharing how the new books in the library have made a difference. These clips may be used by the Chamber of Commerce on their website or in presentations. And finally, this one is coming up, Community Ed. They often reach out to me and ask for volunteers for their elementary-based programs that happen in the evening. Right now, they're in need of volunteers for December 5th for a parents' night out. So senior class, second year members, you've already gotten an email from me on that, and I have one volunteer. So don't forget, let me know. I'm pretty good at responding in a quick time frame. But tomorrow, I'm going to send out all these or these volunteer opportunities. May's gonna be here before you know it, as we're approaching the end of first trimester in 2 weeks. So 15 hours are due in May. Juniors, you need to turn them in to me for continuing membership as a senior. If you don't, you're done. You don't get to continue. And seniors, you need to turn them in order to get recognition at graduation. As the advisor of Interact Club as well, we have the motto, service before self. So I invite you to join us at our next meeting on November 19th during Flex for even more opportunities. There's a Schoology group that I will include in the email tomorrow as well. There is also, if you want to get a jump ahead start on it when you get home tonight, on the back of the programs that your parents got, there is a code to join that Schoology group. It's not a class, it's a group. All hours that you complete need to be completed on the back of your, the community verification sheet. There are some in the back of the auditorium tonight if you want to grab one. And finally, seniors and senior families, members of Minnesota Honor Society, as I mentioned, are recognized at graduation in the program, as well as wearing an additional set of cords. They're orange. There's a $15 fee that will be added to your Infinite Campus account, and as long as you've paid that and I've received your volunteer hours, you'll get the cord with the rest of your graduation gear in the spring, but know that that will be put onto your Infinite Campus account. And finally, don't forget to enjoy some cookies on Main Street. Okay, here's how we're going to do pictures. Juniors